Hello, and a very warm welcome. Our world, this extraordinary blue sphere spinning in the vastness of space, is not only a canvas for nature's grandest designs but also for the remarkable ingenuity of humankind. We are about to embark on a journey, a grand tour if you will, to explore the pinnacles of human achievement. This is your ultimate bucket list travel guide, a curated expedition to the 10 greatest man-made wonders that our planet has to offer. These are not merely structures of stone and steel, they are the very soul of our collective history, etched into the landscape for all time. For those of you with a yearning for discovery, a desire to see the world not just through a screen, but with your own eyes, this is for you. Each destination we visit is a chapter in the epic story of humanity, a testament to our ambition, our artistry, and our enduring spirit. If you have ever considered packing a bag and setting off into the unknown, then let this be the spark that ignites your journey. Let the sheer scale and beauty of these creations fill you with a sense of awe. The world is full of wonders, and today, we celebrate 10 of the most magnificent. Our journey begins in the vast and ancient lands of China, home to a structure so immense, it has become the stuff of legend. The Great Wall. It is not a single, continuous wall but a colossal network of fortifications, of watchtowers, of natural barriers stretching across the rugged contours of the land like a great stone dragon. Its construction spanned dynasties involving millions of laborers over centuries. Born from a fundamental human need, the desire for security, a line drawn in the earth to protect an empire. Stand on a restored section, feel the immense weight of history beneath your feet. The wall snakes over steep mountain ridges, plunges into deep valleys, a seemingly endless ribbon of stone and earth. Each brick, each stone placed by human hands, testament to perseverance and collective will. Designed to repel invaders from the north watchtowers as a sophisticated communication system, smoke signals by day, fire by night, passing messages along its length. The sheer scale first captures the imagination. It stretches for over 13,000 miles. Walking its ramparts, you trace the footsteps of soldiers who patrolled these stones centuries ago. The views are breathtaking. The wild, untamed landscape of northern China unfolds with the wall as its indomitable spine. For any traveler, the Great Wall is more than a destination. It is an experience that connects you to the deep past. It is, without question, a must-see. From the sprawling plains of Asia, we travel across the vast Pacific to the soaring peaks of the Andes in South America. Here, shrouded in mist and mystery, lies a city that was lost to the outside world for centuries. Machu Picchu. Perched precariously on a mountain ridge nearly 8,000 feet above sea level, this Incan citadel is one of the most enigmatic and breathtaking sights on Earth. Its very existence defies logic, a masterpiece of engineering built in a location that seems almost impossible. The origins are still debated by scholars. Widely believed to be a royal estate or a sacred religious site, built around the mid-15th century. It was abandoned only a century later, likely due to the Spanish conquest, though the Spanish never found it. This isolation preserved the city, dormant and hidden by the encroaching jungle, its secrets kept safe by towering mountains. Its setting is a huge part of its magic. The city is flanked by two peaks, Huayna Picchu, Machu Picchu Mountain. Below, the Urubamba River carves a dramatic canyon. The Incas revered their surroundings, designing the city in harmony with nature. Temples Plaza's residential areas blend into terraced slopes, sacred stones mimic the mountains behind them, a symphony of natural and man-made beauty. Wander the stone pathways, touch perfectly cut walls with no mortar, feel a profound sense of peace and wonder. Explore the Temple of the Sun with its curved, tapering wall, or the Intihuatana stone, believed to be an astronomical clock or calendar. As morning mist clears and the sun illuminates the granite, llamas graze peacefully on ancient terraces. You understand why this place is sacred, a spiritual sanctuary, a window into a lost civilization and a truly unforgettable sight. Now we journey back across the Atlantic to the heart of a former empire, to a city that once ruled the known world, Rome. And here in its center stands a monument to its power, its engineering prowess, and its thirst for spectacle, the Colosseum. Even in its ruined state, this elliptical amphitheater is an overwhelmingly impressive structure. It is the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and despite 2,000 years of earthquakes, fires, and stone robbers, it remains an iconic symbol of imperial Rome. Construction began under the Emperor Vespasian in the year 72 AD, and was completed by his son Titus 8 years later. It was a gift to the Roman people, a grand stage for public entertainment on a scale never before seen. The Colosseum could hold an estimated 50 to 80,000 spectators, all gathered to witness gladiatorial contests, animal hunts, and even mock sea battles, for which the arena could be flooded. It was the epicenter of Roman social life, a place of brutal entertainment and political theater. Its architecture was revolutionary. A complex system of arches and vaults constructed from travertine limestone, tough and brick-faced concrete supported the massive structure. Below the wooden arena floor lay the hypogeum, an elaborate two-level subterranean network tunnels cages where gladiators were held and animals were held before being lifted into the arena through trapdoors. It was a marvel of logistics and stagecraft, designed to produce the maximum amount of drama and spectacle for the roaring crowds. Today, as you walk through its arched corridors and look out over the arena floor, you can almost hear the echoes of the past. The Colosseum stands as a powerful and at times uncomfortable reminder of the complexities of the Roman Empire, its architectural genius and its capacity for cruelty. It is an essential pilgrimage for anyone wishing to understand the foundations of the Western world. Our travels now take us to the vibrant subcontinent of India, to the city of Agra. Here on the southern bank of the Yamuna River stands what many consider to be the most beautiful building in the world, the Taj Mahal. It is not a palace nor a fortress but a mausoleum. An immense, shimmering monument to love built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died during childbirth. It is the embodiment of a heartbroken emperor's devotion, rendered in pristine white marble. Construction began in 1632 and took over 2 decades to complete, employing some 20,000 artisans, sculptors, calligraphers, stonecutters. The emperor spared no expense. The brilliant white marble was brought from Makrana, over 200 miles away, and the structure was inlaid with 28 types of precious and semi-precious stones, jade, sapphire, turquoise, creating intricate floral designs that adorn its surfaces. The design of the Taj Mahal is a masterpiece of symmetry and harmony. The central tomb is perfectly framed by 4 towering minarets, which are cleverly designed to lean slightly outwards, so that in the event of an earthquake they would fall away from the main structure. The entire complex is set within a formal garden, the Charbagh, with reflecting pools that mirror the mausoleum's perfect form, creating an illusion of it floating between sky and earth. It is a vision of paradise, as described in Islamic tradition. The experience of seeing the Taj Mahal changes with the light. At dawn, it blushes a soft pink. In the full light of day, it shines a brilliant, almost blinding white. And under the moonlight, it glows with a cool, ethereal luminescence. To witness it is to be moved not just by its architectural perfection, but by the powerful human story behind it. It is a testament to the enduring power of love and loss, a poem written in stone that has captivated the world for nearly 400 years. We now venture into the heart of the desert to a place hidden away for centuries within the rugged canyons of southern Jordan. This is Petra, the legendary rose-red city, half as old as time. It is not a city that was built, but one that was carved from the vibrant sandstone cliff faces. For hundreds of years it was the thriving capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a wealthy people who dominated the caravan trade routes. The journey into Petra is an experience in itself. Walk through the Seek, a narrow winding gorge over half a mile long, with towering rock walls that seem to almost touch overhead. The path twists and turns, building anticipation. Then as the canyon seems to close in, it suddenly opens, revealing Al-Khazne, the treasury. Its Hellenistic-style facade carved into pink sandstone is an astonishing sight, but the treasury is just the beginning. The ancient city unfolds into a vast archaeological park of tombs. Temples, public buildings, each carved from the rock, climb to the high place of sacrifice for panoramic views, or explore the street of facades, a row of monumental Nabatean tombs. Further on lies the enormous monastery, Ad-Dair. It requires a steep climb, but it rewards you with a structure even larger than the treasury, set against dramatic desert mountains. The mystery of Petra is part of its allure. After annexation by Rome and damage from earthquakes, the city declined and was abandoned, known only to local Bedouin. It was rediscovered in 1812, and today over 80% remains unexcavated, buried beneath the sand. To walk its dusty paths is to feel like an explorer, uncovering a lost world carved in stone. Our journey now takes us to Paris. At its heart stands a structure synonymous with the city, a global icon of art, romance, modernity, the Eiffel Tower. Erected for the 1889 World's Fair, many Parisians called it a monstrous eyesore. Over time, this graceful wrought iron lattice won the world over. Designed by Gustav Eiffel, it was a 19th-century engineering marvel. At over 1,000 feet, it was the world's tallest man-made structure for 41 years. Meant to be temporary, a grand industrial entrance to the exposition. It proved invaluable for communications and wildly popular, so it stayed. The tower is made of over 18,000 iron parts held together by 2.5 million rivets. Its open lattice design wasn't just aesthetic. It let wind pass through rather than push against a solid surface. That intricate, almost delicate framework blends industrial strength with artistic grace. To ascend it is to see Paris unfold beneath you like a map. From the observation decks, a 360-degree panorama. The Seine winding below the grand boulevards radiating from the Arc de Triomphe, the white dome of Sacré-Cœur on its hill. At night the tower becomes the spectacle, sparkling with thousands of lights on the hour, a beacon of Parisian magic. We cross the Atlantic once more, heading for the vibrant, sun-drenched city of Rio de Janeiro. And watching over this sprawling metropolis, from the summit of the 2,300-foot Corcovado mountain, stands a figure with arms outstretched in a gesture of peace and welcome. This is Christ the Redeemer, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, not just a religious symbol, but an icon of Rio and a testament to the faith and artistry of the Brazilian people. The idea for a grand religious monument on Corcovado had been around since the 1850s, but it was not until the 1920s that the project gained momentum, funded primarily by Brazil's Catholic community. The statue was designed by a French sculptor, Paul Landowski, and built by a Brazilian engineer, Heitor da Silva Costa. It was constructed from reinforced concrete and clad in a mosaic of thousands of small, triangular soapstone tiles. The statue itself is immense. It stands 98 feet tall, not including its 26-foot pedestal, and its outstretched arms span 92 feet from fingertip to fingertip. The construction was a remarkable feat of engineering. Materials and workers were transported up the steep mountainside on a small cog railway that is still in use today. The statue was completed and inaugurated in 1931, quickly becoming a beloved symbol of the city. But what truly makes Christ the Redeemer so awe-inspiring is its location. It commands one of the most spectacular views on the planet. From its base you can see all of Rio laid out before you. Copacabana, Ipanema, Sugarloaf Mountain, Guanabara Bay, the sprawling city itself. The statue seems to embrace it all, a silent, serene guardian watching over the chaos and beauty of life below. It is a place of pilgrimage, not just for the faithful, but for anyone seeking a moment of perspective and breathtaking beauty. Our odyssey now leads us to the jungles of Southeast Asia, to the Kingdom of Cambodia. Here, rising from the plains, is a stone representation of the cosmic world, a temple of such scale and complexity that it honestly boggles the mind. Angkor Wat. It is the largest religious monument in the world, originally built in the early 12th century by the Khmer king Suryavarman II. It was first a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu, before gradually transforming into a Buddhist center of worship. Angkor Wat is the prime example of the high classical style of Khmer architecture. The temple is a microcosm of the Hindu universe, with its 5 central towers representing the 5 peaks of Mount Meru. The entire complex is surrounded by a vast moat, over 3 miles in circumference. The layout is a geometric marvel, aligned with the movements of the sun and stars. What is truly astonishing is the detail. Nearly every surface of the temple is covered in intricate carvings. There are long narrative bas-reliefs depicting scenes from Hindu epics like the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, as well as scenes of the king's court and historic battles. And everywhere there are carvings of apsaras, celestial dancers, with over 1,700 of them gracing the walls, each one unique in its expression and adornment. It is a library of mythology and history carved for eternity. To explore Angkor Wat is to step into another world. The experience is most magical at sunrise, when the sun climbs into the sky directly behind the central towers, casting their iconic silhouette against a fiery sky and reflecting it in the lotus ponds below. As you wander through its long, cool galleries and climb its steep stone steps, you can feel the deep spiritual importance of this place. It is a testament to the devotion of an ancient empire and a masterpiece of human artistry and faith that continues to inspire awe in all who visit. We now fly south to the land down under Australia, and nestled on the glittering waters of one of the world's most beautiful natural harbors, is a building that looks as though it is about to set sail. The Sydney Opera House. With its series of gleaming white shell-like roofs, it is one of the most distinctive and instantly recognizable buildings of the 20th century. The story of its creation is almost as dramatic as its design. An international competition was held in 1956 to design a new national opera house, and the winning entry, by Danish architect Jørn Utzon, was a concept so bold and ambitious that no one was quite sure how to build it. The project was plagued by engineering challenges, political disputes, and massive cost overruns. It took 16 years to complete, but the result was a building that would forever change the face of Sydney. The famous sails are constructed from precast concrete sections, all derived from the geometry of a single sphere. This ingenious solution, which took years to figure out, is what gives the building its harmonious and sculptural quality. These shells are covered in over 1 million self-cleaning ceramic tiles which shimmer in the Australian sun and give the opera house its brilliant white appearance. It is a triumph of both architectural vision and engineering innovation. The Sydney Opera House is not just a beautiful sculpture. It is a living, breathing performance venue. Inside its shells are multiple theaters and concert halls that host thousands of performances each year. Opera, ballet, contemporary music, comedy. To see a show here is incredible, but simply walking around its exterior, watching the ferries glide by on the harbor with the Sydney Harbour Bridge as a backdrop, is an experience in itself. It is a symbol of Australia's creativity, confidence, and its embrace of the bold and the beautiful. For our final wonder, we arrive in the United States, in the bustling harbor of New York City. Here, standing on a small island, is a figure that has welcomed millions to the New World, a universal symbol of freedom and hope, the Statue of Liberty. A gift from the people of France to the people of the United States. She holds a torch aloft in one hand, and a tablet inscribed with the date of the American Declaration of Independence in the other. Dedicated in 1886, Liberty Enlightening the World, as she is officially known, was a collaboration between two French visionaries. The sculptor Frédéric Auguste Bartholdi designed her form, said to be modeled on his own mother, while the internal structure, a flexible iron skeleton, was engineered by none other than Gustave Eiffel, the man who would later create his famous tower in Paris. Her skin is made of thin sheets of copper, which have naturally oxidized over time to their distinctive green patina. The statue is rich with symbolism. The 7 spikes on her crown represent the 7 continents and 7 seas of the world, indicating the universal concept of liberty. At her feet lie a broken shackle and chain, representing the abolition of slavery and the triumph over oppression. For more than a century, she was the first sight of America for millions of immigrants sailing into New York Harbor, a powerful and emotional promise of a new life and new opportunities. To take the ferry to Liberty Island and stand at her feet is to feel the power of that promise. You can climb the stairs to her crown for a unique view of the city, or visit the museum to learn about her construction and her enduring legacy. She is more than just a statue. She is an idea made manifest, a beacon that has inspired countless people around the globe, and a potent reminder of the ideals of freedom, democracy, and a welcoming hand for those in search of a better life. And so, our global tour of human ingenuity comes to a close. We have stood before the might of the Great Wall. We felt the mist of Machu Picchu and heard the echoes of the Colosseum. From the romantic tale of the Taj Mahal to the mysterious city of Petra, from the sparkling Eiffel Tower to the welcoming arms of Christ the Redeemer, we have witnessed the incredible power of human creativity. We have seen how faith, love, ambition, and a desire for freedom can be transformed into enduring monuments of stone, iron, marble. These 10 wonders are not just destinations on a map, they are invitations. They are calling out to the explorer that lives in each of us. The world is a vast and astonishing book. Those who do not travel read only one page, so I encourage you, start dreaming, start planning. Whether your next adventure is to one of these iconic landmarks, or to a hidden gem in your own backyard, the journey itself is what matters. These wonders have stood for centuries, and they are waiting patiently for you to come and discover their stories. The beauty and history of our world are there to be experienced, felt, and to be cherished. Thank you for joining me on this remarkable journey. I hope it has filled you with a sense of wonder and inspired you to seek out your own adventures. If you enjoyed our exploration, please consider subscribing for more journeys into the heart of our incredible planet. Until next time, travel safely, and never ever stop exploring.